Attitude is Everything, Chapter 5. And the Chapter 5 title is Turn Attitude into Action. Turn Attitude into Action. Such a powerful title. Turn Attitude into Action. So again, I will read quotes that I find that it was very, very useful. And then after that, I will share my thoughts on that. So very first thing is that he shared that he was struggling in his company, and he shared that it wasn't IBM, it wasn't my bosses, it wasn't my job or my coworkers, it was me. As I have noted in the previous chapters, often a bad attitude is due to the emotional baggage we carry with us from one stage of life to the next. Sometimes, though, our negative attitudes aren't products of our past. They can also be an expression of our fear of the future. Um, when we feel trapped, bogged down, stuck in the mud, and going no place fast, we develop bad attitudes. Then we fall into the blame game. We find fault with everyone and everything around us. Once again, the enemy usually lies within. Many times we get stuck because we don't know where we want to go in the first place. Such an interesting thing that he emphasizes again that it's so important is to understand that a lot of times we potentially could blame so many things, bosses, co-workers, job. But at the end of the day, when you're able to say that it was me that really holding me back, of course, it gives you freedom because now you're able to fix it. You're able to control that. Because you're not able to fix your boss, you're not able to fix your co-workers, you're not able to control them. But what you're able to control is yourself. What you're able to control your situation. What you control is how you respond to them. How you really develop the skill set. So when you really say that it was me, you're able to really start working it, and it really gives a lot of hope because you're able to do that. And a lot of times we are stuck in that location because we do not have a goal, and because we do not have a goal because we think that someone else falls. But now when you say it is me, now you're able to really control it and start claiming goals, set goals, and really go and pursue them. Very powerful. Those possibly charged people are working on goals, purpose, while doing what they love, passion. So again, that's he shared that a lot of times there's two common things with people who really succeed in life is that they have goals, purpose, or they have love and passion. And I truly believe it, that every single person needs to build passion and you really have some kind of goals. Every single person is a little bit different, and some person needs to be very strategic with the goals, some is less. But again, every single person needs to have some kind of goals and some things that they're moving towards. Next one is, I wasn't happy where I was, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was angry about standing still, but afraid to move. A great many people are in the same situation. They hang on to dissatisfying and jobs because they are afraid to make a move. Here's a news flash for them. If you don't make a move, sooner or later, life makes a move on you. If you don't make a move, sooner or later, life makes a move on you. Such a powerful thing. I think I've been in this location as well. When I really was dissatisfied with my work, but I was afraid to make a move. But again, that's and if if you don't take a move, life will take away everything what you have, what your comfort zone. Because a lot of times we are standing on something comfortably, standing on a job, standing on anything that could be that it seems very comfortable. But if you do not move, life will take away everything what you feel that's comfortable with sooner or later. And of course, it will be even worse. But now, if you're jumping from one thing to another one, and you will take moves, life will never take away the things underneath you, because you're moving towards. You always moving those steps. So I think that's very, very important to understand that it's better to take action, and it's better unknown than having known terrible, because people stay and known dissatisfying thing than unknown potential great and potentially worse. And I think that we always need to say that, okay, if I have a great attitude, of course, let's take action and let's find something better. And he said that one thing that is very, very common, is very common saying, that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when you will be ready to move forward, but if you do not know what to take, that means that just go forward and you will get the resources that you never thought you will receive. Lack of vision will get you lost. So write down what you want to do, for whom, and for what purpose. Make a chart of how you intend to pursue your vision. The how will help you put your attitude into action. So that means that he emphasizes a lot of times that vision is very, very important. So if you want to have great attitude, really when you have that vision for yourself, who you want to become, what you want to achieve, it's much easier to have a great attitude when you know where you're going. Because if you do not know where you're going, it's very hard to really sustain your good attitude because you feel lost. You have to know what you want before you can go after it. This is very powerful and really very simple lesson. You need to know what you want before you go after it. If you just do not know where you want to go, it's very hard to go after it. Because it says that if you shoot the arrow without hit target, that means that you will not never hit the target. Because you need to know where is the target to shoot it and to hit it. If you don't know where you're going, you might wind up someplace else. That means that if you know exactly the destination you're going, for example, you're going from one city to another city. If you know exactly the destination, it will be very easy to make a plan, to make directions. But when you do not know which city you're going, any direction will be working because it's still and you don't know where to go. So when you know destination, it's a lot of times it's much easier to really create a plan for it. If you suspect that you are carrying around a negative attitude because you have arrived someplace other than where you really want to be, then it's time to sit down with paper and pen and do a little soul and goal searching. Very powerful. Again, I've been in the location of okay, I don't feel that this is exactly where I would love to be, and I think that this is exactly what I needed to do as well. And I think that is very, very powerful when you really sit down and really start soul search and goal search that understand okay, I arrived here, and why I arrived here. Maybe I didn't had any goals whatsoever, and I came here just by accident. So that means that to came by accident, it shows a lot of times is that you're not intentional enough about your life. Even John Sebastian, one of my favorite authors and speakers and leaders, he always says that no one ended up on the mountain by accident. He needed to have some kind of plan to get there. So it's very, very important. And he shares that we need to have that attitude assessment, and it really separates in goals at work, goals at school, goals in the personal life. When you hear that in your inner dialogue, the bad attitude alarms should go off. Those are the early warning signs that you have abdicated your primary responsibility to take charge of life. That's very powerful. You have abdicated your primary responsibility to take charge of your life. Goals are tools for focusing your life, taking responsibility, and getting you to take action. Achieving goals is just part of what is really important. The quality of life you experience, the person you become, and the difference you make in the lives of others as you pursue and achieve your goals. That means that a lot of times achieving your goals is just part of what is important. It's very important to understand that you will make a lot of difference in other people's lives just by pursuing goals, just by taking charge of your life. Because when you charge your life and you say that this, I'm in control of my life and I take actions, people will get inspired. So that means while you achieving your goals, you will inspire other people to achieve their goals. So it's very, very, very powerful lesson. Dreams with deadlines. So it's up to you to set goals and direct your passion at a purpose. Start making changes today that will get you to where you want to be tomorrow. Dare to dream, and then set deadlines for realizing those dreams. Take some quiet time today and write down your dreams for your life. What do you enjoy doing? What can you do for hours and hours and enjoy so much that you lose track of time? I think that is this very important question that, and I remember last time someone asked this question, but I think that every single person needs to ask the question, what can you do for hours and hours and enjoy so much that you lose track of time? So what are those activities that you lose track of time? For example, when I read book and I take notes, I lose my time. When I read financial statements of companies and some public companies are private, and I'm able to understand where they're going, how the numbers is working, how their starts working, and how the management, like those things that really inspires me and really allows me to make me a better person. So when I'm going to nature, again, time just flies. When I do some sports, time flies. So those things are energizing me. So what is your things that really makes you unique, and what you can do for hours, and really you lose track of time. Now, of course, we need to understand that those things are supposed to really allow you to be a better person, to make you improve yourself, develop yourself. It's not because if you say that I enjoy so much something that I lose track where something is hurting you, some kind of addiction that destroys you. Of course, this is not good. But we need to understand that what is elevating your game, what is elevating your life, and really choose to do it. The level of your talent isn't nearly as important as intensity of your passion. This is a very important sentence. The level of your talent isn't nearly as important as intensity of your passion. So that is, if you really are passionate something, you will outperform everyone who is talented just by sheer willingness to do what other people are not willing to do. Because when I used to do like meetings with people, business people who really want to become business owners, one of the main questions I always used to ask is that, are you willing? What you willing to sacrifice? Because if they're not willing to sacrifice anything, that means that there's no chance to build a business. Because every single person needs to give up to go up. And a lot of times, talented people, even they have no talent, but they're not willing to give up anything to really pursue something meaningful. And he shared that I will never be the orator that the Martin Luther King Jr. was, but I can do my best to be what God has blessed me to be. I encourage you. I encourage you to do the same. Very powerful. That means that he will try to do his best. He can do the best he can do, and you can do that too. After that, he shared that every single person is supposed to have a creative work-life plan. And here there's 4 steps, and it's a massive step long term. So first was after writing down your long term goal. Next list a series of step by step specific positions you want to reach with specific salary for each year. This is for a job. Then second is create mini goals. Third, put deadlines on each set of goals and mini goals. And number 4 is for each mini goal, write a positive affirmation. So he shares there even 7 steps how to achieve his last in 2 years, how to achieve the position that he wanted. Next one, he shares that create a private life game plan. Again, he gives 4 steps. After writing down primary goals of your private life, think about the sort of person you want to be. Next one, 2 is list mini goals that will add value and enrichment to your life, such as increasing levels of fitness, mastery of personal challenge, or courses or experience that might increase your level of understanding, awareness, or spirituality. Number 3 is put deadline on each of them. And number 4 is for each mini goal, write a positive affirmation that's stating why the goal is important to you. So that means he shares again of 10-year plan affirmations, of objective affirmations. And after that, he just really makes sure that it shows example how you potentially could create your life plan. The next one is, I suggest that you reread your game plans at least twice a week as a positive reinforcement. Every time you do that, you implement the goals more deeply into your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind acts upon what your subconscious mind believes. Such a powerful sentence. Your conscious mind acts upon what your subconscious mind believes. So when you believe that you are capable of doing something, your conscious mind will do it. When you presented with change, setting goals will make the unfamiliar easier to deal with, but it is important to stay flexible within your plans. Keep in mind that there will be changes within the changes. It's very powerful. So that means that when you have a vision in your mind, it's very important to understand that we chose a path. But that path could be changed. So that means we don't quit on vision, but we quit on path, because there's a lot of different paths that we're able to take. So we need to understand that there will be changes within the changes. After that, he said, in his book, The Wisdom of the Subconscious Mind, John K. Williams said there are 4 powers of the subconscious mind that we must all remember. And I will read the whole paragraph. First, you are the architect of your destiny. Every experience in your life, health, illness, poverty, wealth, failure, or success, is the result of actions or purposes you set in motion. Second, you have creative power in your life because you can visualize what you want what you want to achieve so clearly that it becomes imprinted in the subconscious mind, which then brings the dream to reality. Third, you are radiating power, able to attract to yourself everything you want, providing that you are willing to pay the price. And fourth, you are the building and directing power of your life. There is nothing that is or that has been which isn't dependent on the power of the mind. When life presents you with a challenge, it is up to you to meet that challenge. Whether you fail or succeed, it's up to you and you alone. A very powerful statement of really how important is subconscious mind. I truly believe that we're able to attract with our subconscious mind, and we need to train our subconscious mind to get the best results possible. And the next is everyone needs goal models. Those who have been down a path similar to the one you hope to take and achieve goals similar to those you have set for yourself. Everyone needs goal models. Those who have been down a path similar to the one you hope to take and achieve goals similar to those who have set for yourself. The next one is many people study and admire successful people, wanting similar results without understanding their challenges, obstacles, preparation, and the price they had to pay to achieve their success. Once I learned what my goal models did to achieve their level of mastery, I knew what I had to do and the price I had to pay to be successful. It's very, very interesting that means that when we look into very successful people, we look into what they do right now. But what we're supposed to do is not what they do right now. We need to look into what they did to be able to do what they do right now. So that means we need to do what they did to get to the level of where they are. So that means when you look into our goals, we need to look at role models to understand that, okay, this is exactly what I need to do. What kind of preparation, what kind of obstacles, what kind of challenges I will need to overcome, what kind of price I will need to pay to get to where they are. Very powerful lesson. So it means, when we find a business model, we need to look at what they did to achieve the level that they are right now. And the last thing that I want to mention is that there are two great moments in a person's life. The first is when you are born. The second is when you discover why you were born. Such a powerful lesson, and the order of this is unknown, but it's probably everyone has heard that you have two most important dates in your life: when you birth and when you realize why. So I hope that it's really added value for you as well, because it's a great chapter, and I'm looking forward to read chapter 6.